Okay, this Phase 4 film from 1973 starts with that. Yeah, Phase 1 has to start with Phase 1, Paradise Fire, November the 8th, 2018, 118, 118, I got your number, right? And then you see, not that, but basically empty plots, and then you see a big fire, and his family has to move out. Of course, so there's your Phase 1. And, of course, got to show you the towers being blown up again, in 9/11. So that's there. And they even say, look, you ran out of your grenades when you blew up the towers. And they even call them the towers. It's Phase 2, which we're in now, the Corona false flag. We have to show Capricorn 1 again. Apart from safe, right, of course you've got safety there in Olympia, which is a Seattle reference, the mountain in front of Olympia, Mount Olympus or whatever, Mount Olympia. Safe, yeah. Oh, it's masterpiece, the old Capricorn 1 of predictive programming. But yeah, there's another thing I missed. Elliot Gould. When he visits his friend's place, which his friend's been carted away because he's figured out the truth. They cut Elliot Gould's car's brakes, and then of course he loses control of the car. The car careens off the top of a drawbridge. And what's a drawbridge? Tower Bridge. So Tower Bridge is in there as well, and it's also in the other film that Christopher Walken View to a Kill Bond film as well, where there's a big accident at a drawbridge, and it's also in Life Force as well, with the Space Needle as well. And of course the movie's full of 311. Rubber gloves, Corona, and of course the big one. Let me get it closer. 9/11 at the top, 3/11, 4/11, 118, 118, and January the 22nd, 2020, which is 2222 or 44. And of course the Nicolas Cage films with all that Mandy and all the 44, it's January the 22nd. Of course, man die, fake them. So anyway, all the operations are in that Capricorn 1. Yeah, 9/11, 3/11, 4/11, 118, 118, and January the 22nd, 2020. This phase that we're in now, absolutely all of them are listed there in Capricorn 1. 1978, I do believe. And he goes into his friend's place before the Tower Bridge crash with 311 and 411 on it. Very clever. Of course, once you know what it is, it's not so clever. What film was this? Yeah, this was Powder Blue. Masks. Cotton masks, Corona, and Elvis, of course, so Jurassic Liars stuff, and travel to Paris. It's now or never. If you don't get out now of America, you never will. 311 there. This is, of course, Constantine, and yeah, it's Corona, Oriental predictive programming. I can't quite remember what that was in that scene. Yeah, he's doing this, covering up his nose and mouth in the film. Yeah, and there's crown jewelry in Constantine, Corona jewelry, very clever, very subtle. There's Phase 5, Spirit of 76, the antebellum, the Civil War, and right, so this is a blackout reference in which film? In Die Hard 4. Of course, this is all about the blackout. Uploading virus. Yeah, of course. Based upon the article A Farewell to Arms. Well, I think you can figure out that one. Gun confiscation. Carlin, another Jewish name, of course. It's clever. A Farewell to Arms, yeah. That's what they want. What's this? This is the Crowns of Egypt in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is full of Corona predictive programming. Corona ship going down. And of course, the main film here, Stay Asleep, Obey, No Thought, Obey and Conform, Obey. And how it starts, shock control, the key word in all of it, because it's for a controlled future. Yeah, this is something wild. You got the Corona reference again. You got your American Civil War reference there, big time. You got your masks and plain truth. Flash of Green, Seattle, Nuke. Spirit of 76 Revisited. Spirit of 76, like I just said, is American Civil War Revisited, number 2. And look at that. Talk about the date in your face. November the 3rd, 2020. Just lacks one more 1. And it would have been absolutely it. Well, it is it, anyway. And this is how the boom box goes at the beginning of the film with the towers. Yeah, the towers in the film at the beginning. And the diary that he picks, Melanie Griffith's diary in the film, Spirit of 76 it's called, of course, because it's the Civil War reference. And there you go, there's the masked man in a cotton mask in Something Wild, 1986 I think it was, but look. The film was absolutely full of predictive programming, and it was so hidden in plain sight that I didn't spot it until recently. Pusher 2, Fleming, Alexander Fleming, the working on the flu virus in 1928, like in Eyes Wide Shut. You see Fleming in Pusher 2, and then you see a scene with them in masks. What's that Nazi one? Dark skies or whatever, blackout skies. There it is, November the 3rd. Now what else you got? And you got your nukes. Yep. And re-election, that's huge. And it even says November the 4th. Re-election. It's all about the re-election date. November the 3rd. November the 4th, you've got your blackout already started. And it's at 9:11 p.m. Of course it is. And it says, Truth Today, down below. Huh. Yeah. And Udo Kier, again, every single time you see him in the movie, he's holding up that to his nose and mouth. Yes, of course, Corona, dark skies. And the Andromeda strain, full of 311 and 2222, of course. Phase 2 and Phase 3. There's your virus in the Andromeda strain, 1971, and your 311, November the 3rd. And there's your 2222 for this phase. And of course the classic series, The Martian Chronicles, died of an unknown virus. It's even got the shape here. Speaking of the shape, do you recognise that? Let me make that bigger. This is in The Martian Chronicles. Look, this is at the point just before the nukes go off. Of course, because this phase 2 Corona False Flag is just before the fake nuke on November the 3rd, the 311. Then he looks up and he sees the nukes go off. And of course, what's it called? Watchmen, full of masks, mask references, and of the Corona reference. Nuke reference in it. And re-election in it. 4 more years. Yeah, 4 more years. That's re-election, isn't it? That's a direct re-election reference. Yeah. And of course it's full of masks, and references to masks. Watchmen.